Yoga guru Dina Kfoury has always been drawn to health and wellness. Let's get to know her more in this week's Be Your Best Story.
I'm with Dina from Yoga Ashram chatting about all things yoga. Dina, welcome to Physique TV.
Thank you.
Now, I've always been really interested in yoga. I'm not particularly flexible, so how do I get into the sport?
You don't have to be flexible to go for yoga classes. Actually, yoga is meant for people who are not flexible so that they can develop this area in their body. If you're a beginner, you haven't done yoga before, I would highly recommend you go for beginners classes and a special type of yoga called the Hatha yoga, which is a very slow-paced yoga. It teaches you the basic poses, the classical ones, how to access the pose safely, alignment, and how to exit the pose.
Now, being a yoga teacher is really exciting. You see so many different personalities, nationalities, all sorts in yoga classes.
Yeah.
Now, my favorite yoga memory, or the favorite association, I guess you can say, with yoga is the movie Eat, Pray, Love.
Oh, yeah.
Now, is training to become a yoga teacher exactly like that?
Well, I had the same experience. I went to India for my teacher training, and I lived in an ashram where Julia Roberts lived. Not the same place, but I mean the same concept, same setup. Yeah, I was cleaning the floor, I was cleaning the toilets, preparing food, serving food, just like in the movie.
But why do you think you have to do that
It's called karma yoga, where you have to be really good and do good deeds so that you can receive good energy. And basically, it's shedding the ego away. So when you go to the ashram, no matter where you come from, what's your background, what you do in life, you're there, you're a completely new person, and you have to offer things and do chores just like the others. So there are no levels.
Any crazy stories? Everyone's got a crazy story.
For me, it was getting sick for quite some time. It's just because my digestive system just couldn't handle the food there for quite some time. So that was the most crazy story I would even tell when I went for my teacher training. But it all went fine afterwards. So I completed my training. I'm certified now. It's all in the past, and I love Indian food.
How long ago?
I took my teacher training in 2009, so it was like 7 years ago.
Yeah. Now, with gym and fitness, I've got favorites. I've got favorite exercises. I hate leg day. I think most people do. Is it the same with yoga? Do you have favorites, ones that you don't really like too much?
For me, personally, it's back bends. I hate back bends, but I have to do them every day just because I hate them. It is said that stuff that you hate are the stuff that you need to practice. So for me, it's back bends. But I love legs. I love working the arms. Just don't tell me to work the back.
Now, with different yoga poses, is there degrees, like with training, for example, you increase your weights. So as you do more and more, you go higher in weight, your muscle gets stronger, and you have to change it up. Yeah. Is it the same with yoga? Does the muscle take different strains, different tensions?
Yes. In most of the poses, you have varieties. It goes from the mild variety to the intermediate to the advanced variety. In yoga, advanced varieties are mostly arm balances. So yes, it takes time for the muscle to build up and to get that strength. And for beginners, you don't tell them to go upside down, for example. You don't tell them to go handstands. You just teach them step by step how to access handstands, maybe in a year, maybe in 10 years from now. So it's a little bit similar to bodybuilding. You don't go for like 20 kgs all at once. You start building strength. And it's the same thing with yoga, except that you use your own body weight to build strength.
Now, with something like yoga, I'd imagine that as a teacher or an instructor, you get to a stage where you want to go that much further, like with any career. What are the steps, or what is the progression as a yoga instructor?
There's no set or there's no time span where you tell yourself in a year from now, I'm going to be able to stand on one hand. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Human bodies are different, so I can't tell you that your body is going to take like 1 month or 1 year. It does depend and vary from one person to another. It depends also on the diet. It depends also on the time you sleep and the healthy lifestyle, if you're leading a healthy lifestyle or not. And if you are practicing on a daily basis or at least 3-4 times a week, it differs tremendously from someone who goes occasionally to yoga classes.